Hello everyone, welcome to AK Coding YouTube channel. In this playlist, you'll be learning within 15 days HTML from scratch. So we'll continue with HTML. If you're ready, let's get started. In this playlist of the videos, as I said before, it will be 15 videos which in the range of 5 minutes until 10. So today's video we are going to learn about HTML basics, overview of HTML and document structure. This is our title. So in this lesson you will be learning only what is HTML and what we are going to learn. So what is HTML? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It is the standard language in order to create web pages. As it's mentioned, like hypertext markup language, and this is not a programming language. HTML describes the structure and content of our web page. And while we are writing a code, we need a file, which is the extension needs to end with .html. Why we need to learn HTML? Because HTML is the foundation of all websites. For example, when you go to any website, you will see like their texts, images, videos, GIFs, and more else. And HTML enables structuring and organizing content. So on websites you can see different types of like graphs or videos or images or audios. HTML mostly works alongside CSS in order to design the web page, and for interactivity we use JavaScript programming language. This is simple HTML document structure. I will explain step by step. Here we have HTML tag, which is the root element of our HTML code. The second one is head, which contains metadata information about our document. And the third one is our body, which contains the visible content of the web page. In our body, as you can see, we will write our code. So the code will be read by the computer from up to down. As you can see, doctype HTML, which refers to HTML5. So we have HTML, which is the opening tag of the first tag, which is called HTML tag. And we have also closing tag, which is HTML. And the difference between them, as you can see, we have a slash before the HTML word. And the next one is head, and the next one is title. The title is our web page of the title. So when you go any website, you can see the title of the web page, and in order to change, you will have to change inside of the title value. Next is our body. In our body, we will only write the code which needs to be shown in our web page. This is the simple HTML document structure. So we have essential HTML tags. So in this video, we'll learn about them. The first, as I said before, is the HTML, which defines the HTML document. And it's essential, it has to be in our code. Without this, the file doesn't know that it is an HTML file. The second one is our head tag, which head tag includes metadata and titles, links to CSS, and so on. and our body tag, which holds the visible content. As you can see, this is the content, and this contents should be, in order to display, we have to write our code inside of our body. The title sets the title of the web page, and we have one of the essential tags in HTML, which are headings. So headings contains from H1 to H6. H1 is the biggest and H6 is the lowest one. So in order to design our web page with a title of our theme, we can write with H1 and H1 and H6 until it will be smaller, smaller and smaller. So H1 is the biggest, H6 is the smallest one. And we have P, which is paragraphs. And paragraphs, which in order to write our paragraphs to the text. So we can write it down now. So we're going to code a little bit. I'm going to create just a new file here, which is called like HTML. So I recommend everyone better to open a folder. So we'll create a new folder in our terminal on our desktop. So we'll go our desktop and we'll create HTML. After that, we open it. In Visual Studio Code, you can download from visualstudio.com download. So we are going to open a new file which is called lesson1.html. In order to write our document structure in Visual Studio Code, we have simple Emmet abbreviation. You'll have to press Shift and 1 in order to get it. So this is our document structure of the HTML. As I said before, in body tag we are going to write our code, which we can write H1 until H6. So we can change it one by one. So, and we have to change the next word is. So we have already changed it, and we can write any text inside of this. For example, hello world. And in order to see the result, we can see on our browser. So in order to open it, we have to run our live server. If you haven't installed this extension, you'll have to go to the extension site and you'll have to search it, live server. And after that, you can see this live server, and you will have to install first, and after that, you must enable it. And after that, with clicking right of our mousepad, and we can open it in our browser. As you can see, we are seeing our hello world result. So if I copy and paste in each tag of H2, H3, H4, H5, all of them, we can see our result, how it affects. This is the H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. As you can see, as I said before, H6 is the smallest, H1 is the biggest one. So, and we have also P tag in order to write our paragraphs. And for that, we can create any kind of paragraphs using Loren, which is the abbreviation in order to create big texts. And we can write a new number that we want. For example, if I write 20, it creates the text with 20 words. And we can see here. So, how browsers interpret HTML? Browsers read HTML files in order to render the content visually. So, as you can see, I'm using Google Chrome or Brave browser, and it is rendering my code and it's executing the result in browser. And we have tags which tells browsers what to display. The tags, as I said before, which are H1 to H6 and P, which is a paragraph. And it tells to the browser how to structure it. And it's the browser, as you can see, executing the code from up to down. And also the codes being read via VS Code, via HTML file from up to down. And we have metadata, which is the head, which helps with SEO and page functionality. And we'll be learning SEO and page functionality in the next playlists. Thank you for today's lesson.